So I'm here with Windows Server 2016 and I'm going to create organizational units and groups along with users. So I'm in the Server Manager dashboard right now and I'm going to click on Manage. No, Tools, sorry, and I'm going to go to Active Directory, Users and Computers. Now, as you can see here, I've got my forest, my lab.local, and we've got users here. These are just default users that come with Active Directory when you install them. So you've got a few different user groups like administrator, and you've got security groups. So these are just default security groups you can put users in, which will give them certain privileges. So as you can see, domain admins, domain computers, domain controllers, domain guests, enterprise admins, cert publishers. As you can see, there's several there that are here by default when you install Active Directory. So I'm going to create a new organizational unit by going here and see, I'm going to name it IT. So we'll make a IT organizational unit. This is to protect the container from accidental deletion. So with this tick, that means that you won't be able to accidentally delete this organizational unit. I'm just going to untick this for now because this is just a lab. So if I do end up deleting this by accident, it's not going to make any difference. But in the real world, I would put protect container from accidental deletion because you don't want to accidentally delete any organizational units in a real environment. Click OK, and as you can see here, there's a folder here, IT. This is an organizational unit, and you'll see this little icon here on the folder. That is to verify that this is a organizational unit. I can create now a group within this organizational unit, and I'm going to just name this group we can just go networking. So networking, all the networking staff will be in this group, and I'm going to leave this as group global, and the group type security, I'm going to leave them as default. Okay, so now I have a new group called networking within my IT organizational unit, and as you can see here, I can put a description, an email, notes. I can put members within this security group, and can be managed by a specific name as well. And here you can put like an address and so on and so forth. I'll create another organizational unit. And right here, we can just name this, for example, finance. I'm going to untick that. Okay, so now we have another organizational unit called finance, and I'm going to create a group within this organizational unit as so. And we can create a group called accounting, for example. So say we have accountants in the finance group. We've got accountants locally working within this organization, just as an example. press OK, and now there's an accounting security group. I'm going to create another security group within this organizational unit of IT, and let's just say system administration. And we can create now some users. I'm going to create a user here. Let's just say Tom. This is just a random name I'm making up, Tom Jones. And the user logon will make it T Jones at mylab.local, and that will be the NetBIOS, as I explained in my last video. That will come up then T Jones when this person logs in from their workstation into the domain. And next, and I'm going to create a password. I'm going to put password never expires, that way I don't have to continuously change the password. However, you would not do this in a real environment. What you would do was you would most likely put user must change password at next logon. So you provide a password in there, you give this person the password so they can log in and their username, and then when they log on they will change the password to whatever password they desire to use, because it is their account after all. Account is disabled. You would use this when you want to disable an account. So for example, you're working as a system administrator on Windows Server in a corporate environment, and there's some staff that leave the company, right? They've left the company. Maybe they got a new job, or maybe they've been made redundant, or maybe they've even been fired. And you don't want to actually delete the account because there might be some important files, documents and things like that on this person's account. So you can click this and this will disable the account. So this will mean that this user will not be able to log in into their account anymore, but you'll be able to access it. So if you want to get those important documents or files off that person's account before you delete the account, for example, then it'd be good practice to disable this account. So I'm going to go password never expires, and I'm going to put a password in. You can put whatever password you desire, and I'm going to click next. And as you can see here, full name Tom Jones, user login name T Jones at mylab.local, and the password never expires. So this password will be the same password for as long as I have this server up and running in this virtual machine and I haven't deleted this user account, or I haven't removed the Active Directory role from the server. So I'm going to click finish. And as you can see here, we have a Tom Jones user account here. Now I'm going to make him a member of the networking security group. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go members tab, and I'm going to go add. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do T Jones, which was the username account that we gave Tom Jones. I'll click check name. This will verify that there is an account called Tom Jones, T Jones at mylab.local. If you're certain that you haven't done any typos or you've got the account right, like T Jones for example, you can click this and not click check names. This is just to verify that you've not put any typos, you've got the account name correct, and click OK. And as you can see here, now Tom Jones is now a member of the networking group. Apply and OK. I can go into Tom Jones here and I can put so much details in here, like Tom Jones phone number, email, web page, a description. If I go to the address tab, I can put the street, like the address of Tom Jones, PO box, the city, the state or province, zip or postal code, and country region. If I click on account, you'll see that the user logon name, that's it, and that's basically things we configured when we set up the account. So this account options here, we can do so many things in here. We can set up the account so that the user needs a smart card to log on, for example. Store password using reversible encryption. We can set up to use, we can set the account to support AES-128-bit encryption or AES-256-bit encryption. So that's just more security options we can set up if we wanted to. We can set the account to expire. So if we go, we've currently got the account never expires, but if we wanted the account to expire, we could click end of and then click the date when we want the account to expire. So like maybe there's a worker that's currently working in the company and they're only there for 2 months or something, say like maybe an intern or something like that, and you want to create a temporary account for this intern, and you want the account to expire when the intern finishes their internship, for example, then that might be a valid reason why you would set up, an account that expires. For example, profile, you can set a profile path in here or a logon script. Telephone numbers, quite self-explanatory here. Organisation, so you can put the job title of this person, what department they work in, for what company, who's the manager. We can create dial-in sessions if we want to, remote desktop services. I'm not going to get into all this in this video, and I'm going to click OK. And I will set up another user account in here, new user, and we'll call this Michelle Evans, for example. And I'm going to go M Evans for the user logon name, and I'm going to click next. And I'm going to do the same thing, password never expires, and I'm going to create a password. Next, and I'm going to click finish, and now the account Michelle Evans is now here. As you can see, it's been created. Now I'm going to make Michelle Evans a member of system administration, and I'm going to go add Evans. This time I'm not going to do the check name because I know that's exactly the username. I'm going to click OK, and as you can see, that worked. Michelle Evans is now a member of system administration. Apply, OK, and there we go. I'm going to create a user in finance now. Bob Hawk, for example, and I'm going to go B Hawk. So I'm going to click next, and same thing, password never expires, and we'll set up the password now. And next, and finish. So the user Bob Hawk has now been created, and I'm going to make Bob Hawk a member of the accounting group. So add B Hawk. check name, and as you can see it's come up, Bob Hawke, bhawke@mylab.local. Click OK and apply and OK. And if we go to the accounting group and go members, now we can see Bob Hawke is now a member of the accounting group. Okay. Okay, so that's how you set up organizational units and groups in Active Directory, and also how you set up users in Active Directory. And what we've done here is we've added users in groups within Active Directory. I hope that was helpful. Next video I'll have a Windows 10 virtual machine which I will join to the Active Directory domain, and I will show you how we log in through that workstation using the accounts we've created, such as Bob Hawke and Tom Jones, Michelle Evans, and yeah, I will do that next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this was helpful.